Bit of a battle here as Longxing fighting onto Huni. A lot of damage, but in the meantime, in the mid lane, Damonte completely out of mana. Xiaohu trying to chase him down. He should be able to. The next slow will be available relatively soon. Both of them holding flashes as Damonte's moving towards Lyra. The flash comes in. Xiaohu gets the wall. Now Lyra's in there. The fear is going to proc. It's one more. No, it's not enough. First blood baited so beautifully from Damonte.
Guess what time it is?
It's Tanner time, Kobe!
A huge swing there. We just talked about how important it was that they were going to have to protect Lyra, that they had to be strong in their lanes, and RNG overreach and Tanner
Cast is
time.
actually towards the top side of the map. Huni looking for that hyper proc will get the extra movement speed, but the stun is going to land, and Casa immediately puts Huni in the ground. Teleport now he's going to come through, and Damonte finds himself 1 versus 2. He thought his Na was going to survive. The scat of the week is pretty good as Lyra is eventually going to turn up, but there's the Ruthless Predator, and there's Longxing picking up another one on the top side for RNG.
Yeah, you cannot cancel teleports any longer, so Damonte trying to protect his top laner there. Starts to teleport for Huni,
There was
but
a ward right here on Gromp that saw Karsa, and he subsequently put down the control ward, but Clutch will use that information to try and start up the dragon. Bottom lane is going to have something to say about it, though.
Yeah, and there are teleports from RNG, so if they really want to force this, they can be there.
Yep, Xiaohu's is just about to come back up as Ming knows exactly what's happening here. There's the grand entrance, but Ming does proc his aftershock and isn't going to get taken down too low.
Right there for a lot of harassment, but it should also be noted that Nocturne,
there's the rocket grab as Vulcan in trouble. The blade caller, is it going to be enough? He's burning the last tick, and Ming picks up the kill onto Vulcan. The third for RNG, and Ming is able to slink away as, Karsa's down there. Dominus has been pocked though as in goes the Paranoia. They're trying to take him down. It's one more auto. Make that 2 as Huni will get the Mega Gnar. Doesn't even need it, and they get the dive on the top side of the map as Damonte lands himself a nice stun in mid lane.
But trading pressure across map. Now it is going to be plates for both sides, as I believe Huni will also push in that wave top. But now it's the question, who can carry harder? Is it the fact that RNG, the plan went according to how they want? They got everything into Uzi's pocket. They ganked his lane. They're now forcing this down, whereas Clutch are trying to get everything that they can on the top side of the map.
That wouldn't be a Clutch game without the Rift Herald being started up as well at around 10 minutes, and Lyra is going to be there. His mid laner did have priority, so they're going to easily be able to grab this as Longxing gets up towards a turret that has minions already attacking it.
And RNG, no strangers to giving up Rift Herald. RNG have the lowest Rift Herald control in all lining up right now. RNG, go for it!
In goes Karsa, gets the mini stun into the wall, but Cody-san has to dash all the way out. Xiaohu moving on forward as Huni trying to dive in. The Blade Call will be available as there's the Divine Judgment. Uzi just uses it for protection, goes down to 200 health, but Clutch unable to capitalize on the struggling AD carry on RNG's side here after that exchange.
Uzi still held on to his flash, so he's really trying to bait Huni in to try to commit to that one, but they should be shoving it in and looking for their resets, while Clutch Gaming are just trying to stop the bleeding down here.
Yeah, with that teleport from Huni bottom lane, it allows Renekton to push in on the turret. Longxing getting multiple turret plates for himself during that disengage. And unless Clutch Gaming use that Rift Herald on the push, either bottom side or mid, they're not going to get the money back.
Bring it up, Max, because if you look at multiple champions across some RNG, Damonte doesn't have great targets. There are defensive tools pretty much across the board, and it was lucky thinking that it was going to be in the mid lane, but I do like the fact that Clutch are going to try to push through on the top side and match, again, split map. We talked about it in Champions League. It's literally happening right here.
All right, the moment is approaching, and so is Cloud Drake.
There's the rocket grab. Oh no! It is going to be the ultimate utilized, so the Blitzcrank stays alive for so incredibly long, and Huni couldn't even get the ult off. There's the kickback though, they're trading. It is going to be a lot of damage. Dustspring is going to finish it off there, but Lyra sacrifices his life. It's 1-for-1 when it comes to the junglers, but Huni was for free at the beginning.
Huni getting bursted down there. No Mega Gnar for Clutch Gaming. Really good focus. But you have to work around. RNG actually played around it better than Clutch did last time, taking advantage of Huni while he did not have Rage built up. Currently, he had just built some up there, but they called not to go for the initiation and lose out on a lot of turret health in response.
And we're seeing one of the advantages to Blitzcrank here is that when you get to walk up and hold it.
Wow, Lyra, brilliant spell shield timing. As that sweeper almost turned the lights out for them as well, which would have been ironic for a Nocturne, of course. But RNG are going to be okay. There's the flash rocket grab. Ming is going to miss it. As now Huni with that Mega Gnar available. Not a time that RNG really want to fight, but it looks like they still kind of want to.
They're just going to wait out the Mega Gnar. So RNG see that Huni has gone into Mega Gnar. They're now just going to disengage. As soon as he drops, then they're going to poke in their head and look for another engagement. So Clutch, if you're going to take this, you better take it now.
Yep, this could be the timing that they're looking for, as Huni is going to run out of that Gnar bar, and now RNG feeling a little bit more safe to group up as far. They are going to do so. Don't find the rocket grab once again, does Ming. Everyone seems to have an ability to move out of the way of that one. I think he's got to start focusing on Damonte with the rocket grab. I think he's the least mobile.
Yeah, trading flashes Blitzcrank for Syndra is always worth it, because now the Syndra is going to have that reliance to be able to get out next time. It looks like they're going to give up the Dragon here for RNG and opt for some turret gold for Xiaohu instead. They really want to fund this Kale. Again, going for the Nashers into Rage Blade build, already level 11, is going to be a big threat for the team fights.
Only 4 more levels to go.
One of the key differences between RNG and other LPL teams is their ability to trade objectives. We think about LPL teams as always looking for
excellent point, just shown by Damonte's movement. Him on Syndra, he couldn't move up past here, but here we go.
Yep, there's the paranoia as the rocket grab is going to come in. That's going to proc the aftershock, but it's not going to be enough. The shutdown comes in onto Ming, but now Uzi is kiting Huni around, dodges one of those boomerangs, and now Casa, can he get into the backline? He dives on him with the safeguard. There's the kickback onto Cody-san, slowed down and destroyed by Longxing, as the Crocodile is still going to survive, but it's still a 4v4. Damonte gets
also,
the scatter
if you look
the
at
week.
the inventories right now, one of the biggest things to keep track of are stopwatches, and RNG have 3 stopwatches selected for themselves, whereas there's no more stasis available for Clutch. It's going to be very difficult for them to actually navigate those windows.
Clutch now trying to play around Ming, making sure they have minions in the way so these rocket grabs aren't going to land.
They're forcing.
Pinging the Baron, yeah.
Yep, another Cloud Drake going to be taken, but if this is traded for a Baron, definitely worth it here for Clutch.
Again, Huni's going to run out of Mega Gnar right now, and after you run out of Mega Gnar, you're starved for Rage. You can't generate any more for a while. That's going to
in that pick, but it is going to be a 50-50. Can Casa get on in there is going to be the question, as now the rest of RNG in position. The turn, there's the quickness, the burn, is it going to be enough? Yes, onto the Blitzcrank, but can they find the team fight? Lyra gets in, gets out again, the flash now from Huni, but doesn't get the stun onto Longxing, and now Xiaohu, a gigantic beast, has found himself 2 stragglers, and the divine judgment onto Longxing means it's an immortal Crocodile for RNG. The team fight looks beautiful so far, and Clutch are just running for the hills. The Q, the Sonic Wave is enough to take down the Nocturne. Now RNG could have their try at the Baron.
It looked like a brief moment of hope for Clutch Gaming, but RNG got in the middle of that team fight and ripped Clutch from the inside out right there, and everyone was left running for the hills. It's now RNG on the Baron.
Here we go. Clutch Gaming coming around to answer. They don't have a smite. Their only hope is maybe Damonte stealing it over the wall with a Syndra burst.
Yeah, certainly does have a fair bit of damage as Longxing gets over the wall. 3 members of Clutch there to greet him as Casa locks down the Baron. Can they find a team fight? Looks like no, as Clutch keep 3 alive.
And RNG's ability to play around a Gnar as kind of a staple champion in the LPL is exceptional today.
Oh, the rocket grab's gonna land this time, and Uzi picks up the kill on Cody-san. There's only so many times you can relentless pursue out of the way of that rocket grab before it's gonna finally hit you. And of course, Ming has thrown out so many this game.
And with the Baron buff, RNG will take mid. They will take mid inhibitor. They also have bottom lane minions moving up. They are going to destroy so much of the Clutch Gaming defenses in one fell swoop.
Yep, feeling like cooking show League of Legends here. The minion wave I prepared earlier moves towards this next inhibitor turret. They'll take down 2 inhibs already, and still 2 minutes left on that Baron buff. This is a huge power play as in goes Casa, but he gets knocked up. Divine Judgment has to be invested, but it does keep the Lee Sin alive and gets RNG out of there with the prizes they were looking for.
Yeah, very, very swiftly take out 2 inhibitors for themselves and leave Clutch Gaming reeling with only defense on their mind.
It's now a 10K Can you get that 5-man Mega Gnar? Can you just immediately burst someone with the Nocturne and the Syndra on his CC and playing around this Rage bar? So there's Mega Gnar again. Can they find the fight they're looking for?
Yeah, look at the countdown on that Rage bar, Clutch. This is the time that they have for trying to engage a fight. They really can't do it without Huni and his CC available, and it looks like it's worn off. They're just going to dive on underneath. They know exactly what the thing is here as Ming throws out his ultimate Divine Judgment on him this time, as well as Damonte delivered to RNG with a bow on top. Down to the GA as well is Lyra, as the rest of the Clutch Gaming squad are running towards the fountain. I don't even know whether they're safe there as the minions. There are so statement in their debut game at Worlds 2019, will destroy the Nexus and join SKT as 1-0 in this group.